Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Happy Friday. For those of you who don't know, my name is Danny, and I'm super appreciative that you all clicked on another video to look at my face, talk about stuff. I made a video a few weeks back talking about my skate bag essentials, and you guys seemed to like it, so I figured I would show you all what I take with me when I go street skating. The last video was more so just everything that I usually bring with me, but I want to talk about my top 5 street skating essentials, the things that you should bring, because if you do bring these things, they're going to significantly improve your street skating mission. Before I get started with my top 5 list, I do want to say that these are in no particular order. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to be talking about, which you all probably already bring on your street skating missions or just your skateboarding missions in general, is a T-tool. Always bring a skateboarding tool. You can bring like a wrench and a screwdriver, but having one of these will just make the entire process of tightening up a board or switching out a board that much easier. This tool is a silver T-tool, and it's probably one of my most prized possessions. I love it so much because one, it's a skate tool obviously, but it has the ratchet, so it makes tightening and loosening your board that much easier. It also has this right here for like sanding down the grip tape when you're trying to get like the line on it to cut it. It's just absolutely incredible. I greatly recommend everybody get a T-tool. It doesn't have to be this one. It could just be a regular one like this that doesn't have the ratchet. But if you can spend a little bit more money, which this is not very expensive, I think they're only like 14-20 bucks, so you should be able to get one of these and you will not regret it. This thing is absolutely incredible. There's been so many times when I'm skating street and my board doesn't feel as tight as it needs to be, or maybe I need to loosen it a little bit, or like my bolts are too loose, and I forget my skate tool at home and I am just miserable the entire time because I can't get my board to feel how I want it to feel, therefore I don't feel comfortable. And on the days that I do bring my tool and I start to feel that, just some quick tightening and the day is saved and I can continue to have a super awesome productive street sesh. Alright guys, and that leads me into the second thing that you all need to be bringing along on your street skating missions, and this one is pretty obvious as well, and what it is wax. I bring this with me every single time I go skating, not always to skate parks, but I make sure to bring it on every single street skating mission, because what if you got to go skate some ledges and you get there and the ledge looks super perfect height, and then you try to grind or slide and you just get stuck? Well, all you need to do is pull out your handy dandy wax up the edge of the ledge, and you'll be grinding and sliding for days. I can't even begin to tell you guys how much this has changed my street skating missions. Before, I would street skate and not bring wax. I would get stuck on ledges that I really wanted to grind or slide, specifically when doing frontside blunt slides, which is one of my favorite ledge tricks. If you don't have the right amount of wax, you're not going to be able to slide on the ledge the way you need to, so this has been a freaking heaven sent as well. Love this wax. Also love that it's a Toy Machine wax. Toy Machine is my favorite skateboard company. I'm dying to get another Toy Machine skateboard, so hopefully when I save a little bit of money, I'll treat myself to a Toy Machine deck. But yes, doesn't have to be Toy Machine. It could literally be like a candle or something, and that'll work perfectly. Just make sure that you have something that is wax or similar to wax so that you can keep grinding and sliding. Alright guys, and that leads me into the third thing that you should all be bringing on your street skating missions. This one is very essential as well, and they're shoelaces. You might be thinking, why do I need extra shoelaces if I already have shoelaces? Well, if you've been skating long enough, then you know that grip tape will eventually make your shoelaces wear down to the point where they will just rip off entirely. And while you can tie them up and, you know, perform a little bit of shoe surgery, eventually you can't do that anymore and you're going to need a new pair of shoelaces. And I don't know about you guys, but if I'm trying a trick in the streets, the last thing I want is for my shoelace to rip, not be able to fix it the way I need to, and then have to go to a store to get new shoelaces and totally stop trying my trick. So it's as easy as just buying some beforehand, putting them in your backpack or your pocket or whatever. Maybe you could just bring one tied around your belt loop and you'll have an extra shoelace when you need it. Trust me guys, my shoelaces rip a lot, so I will always have shoelaces with me, because if I don't, then it just becomes a pain in the ass. So shoelaces, go buy them, buy a bunch if you need to, and you'll be Gucci, my dude. Alright guys, and that leads me into the fourth thing on my top 5 list of street skating essentials, things that you should bring with you when you go street skating, And this one is a little bit bigger than all the other things, but I think that it is necessary, and that is going to be an extra deck. Always bring an extra deck, because if your board cracks or eventually snaps or it just gets like super chipped up and you don't feel as comfortable on it anymore, it's going to be great to just be able to switch out your deck, and that's where the tool comes into play as well. Pop in a new deck or just a spare old deck that you have, and you'll be able to keep trying your trick, because what we're talking about here is all about efficiency, guys. We don't want to waste all this time when we could be trying our trick. We want to just be as efficient as possible, switch out a new board, set it up, get back up there and do your trick. So I greatly recommend, if you have a spare deck, it doesn't have to be new, it could be an old one like this, just bring it with you and just set it up if you need to. This has gotten me out of many jams, and it's gotten my friends out of many jams as well. And even if you bring your spare deck and your homie's board breaks and they didn't bring one, well, you have an extra deck that you can now supply to the homie so that they can keep trying their trick. And it's just a good thing to have so that the street mission can keep moving in an efficient manner. All right, guys, and that brings me to number 5, the 5th thing that I think you guys should all be bringing along on your street missions. And this one's a little bit different, fully different actually, than all the other things, because it's not an object, it's not an item, it's not things that you can actually bring, but it's your friends, man. If you go street skating with your friends, you're going to have the most amazing time ever. Not to say that skating outside in the streets by yourself is not fun, but bringing your friends along will definitely change the dynamic of the sesh. You'll be with your freaking best homies, just skating through the streets, having a great time. You'll be able to hype each other up, feed off each other's energy, and that is what really gets a street mission going. All of these other things are great from a practical standpoint, but if you don't have your friends with you, you're probably not going to have as much fun as you would. So call up a homie, go skate street, and have the best time ever. All right, guys, I know that last one was a little bit of a cop-out, so I did want to give some honorable mentions to some other things that you could bring on your skate sesh, but they're just some things that I didn't think were super, super important. And the first one's going to be some AirPods or earphones or whatever it is that you use. I hardly ever listen to music when I skate. It's just not my thing, but I have some friends that like they have to listen to music when they skate because it totally like hypes them up and gets them in the zone. So if you're one of those people, make sure you bring your earbuds or whatever to the session. It'll help you out to really just zone in and get your shit done. Another one could be some shoe glue or some super glue or something like that. I don't ever bring the shoe glue. I bring the super glue sometimes if I need to fix something on my shoe. It does help to like keep your shoe together if you really need it. I know George borrowed my super glue recently to like fix the foam part to stick to his helmet. So if it's something that you think you're gonna need, make sure and bring it because it is helpful. Another thing could be like a first aid kit or band-aids or just some wrap for your hands if you fall and like get cut up. We have had to go to Walgreens multiple times to get wraps for our friends because they'll totally like thrash up their hands, so it is helpful sometimes to bring something like that. And the last thing that I think is super important to bring that I didn't mention in the top 5 is going to be water. You could either bring a water bottle like this and refill it, or just buy one while you're out, or bring a stainless steel water bottle. The stainless steel ones will keep your drink colder for longer, so that does help. It's super freaking awesome to just be able to take a sip of this when it's freaking hot and it's still cold after like 4 hours. So guys, those are just some other things that I think are super important to bring on street skating missions. You don't have to bring all of these things. You can kind of tailor this to your needs or your little skate group's needs as well. But guys, that's going to be it for the video today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking with me through another video. I'm sorry that there was no skateboarding in this one. I had a lot going on this week, but I still wanted to throw this video up for you guys and give you something informative and still entertaining to watch because I know that this will help you out, I promise. So go out there, skate some street, be safe. And guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much for all your love and support. Remember to like this video, leave it a comment, share it, subscribe, do whatever it is that you guys do. It really means the world to me. We're getting super close to 6,000 subscribers and I would absolutely love to hit that by the end of July. My birthday is July 31st, so let's try to hit it before my birthday, and that would be the best birthday present ever. Thank you so much. Again, I say that like a million times in every video, but I can't even begin to describe how amazing this all is and how thankful I am for each and every single one of you. But I'm doing this again where I just keep talking and talking, so I'm gonna go for now. Peace out. I love you all. Peace out. Bye.